Hello and welcome back. So today we're off to one of my favourite secluded spots to have a chat about something that I've been working on behind the scenes that's absolutely amazing, and also the future of this channel moving forward. So this video really is for my regular viewers like you, hence the title of this video. And along the way I'm going to be sharing 6 of my favourite photos of the year so far, because we're about halfway through the year. And also I've got Luna with me. She's somewhere down ahead of me, so I better catch her up to see what she's up to. So it should be a fun day. I can't wait to share all of these things. I've got so much to talk about. So let's get down to this amazing secluded spot and we'll walk through everything I've got in store for the future. She just loves the beach. It's her favourite place. Right, let's find somewhere to sit. So I absolutely love getting involved in the comments section of my videos. I think it's a great way for us to connect on a personal level, and there's lots for me to learn as well, like the sort of videos you like and the topics you'd like me to cover, and I think that's really important. And a comment that keeps popping up quite frequently are ones like this from Jim, which reads, "I always enjoy your videos, but what amazes me is how can you make these videos week after week but keep the content fresh and interesting? It's got to be a challenge to do it that often." And my answer is always, it's you guys that inspire me. You know, comments like this, it really does keep me motivated, and I just love the community that we are building. So I just think it's so special. So thank you. I just could not do this without you. So like I mentioned, I've got something really exciting to share with you in just a moment. But first, I just want to run through my schedule for the free content that I'll be putting out over the next 6 months or so. So as always, every Thursday I put out a long form video centered around the topic of landscape photography. But I'm also trialing a few other things as well that you might find interesting. So I thought it would be great if I could pick out a few questions from the comments section and create YouTube shorts answering those questions. So for the next month or so, I'll be putting out a short on a Saturday and on a Tuesday. So just little tips or tricks or inspiration that might help you out with your photography. And some of these will link to a long form video as well, which you might find useful as well. And thirdly, I've really been enjoying the interaction on the community post section as well. So every Sunday I put out a community post where I get a chance to ask you questions or provide you with some info that I think is relevant to some of the topics that I talk about during my long form videos. So I think it would be great to connect on there too, so look out for that on Sunday mornings. So yeah, loads of content planned for the next 6 months, which I'm really looking forward to. Anyway, Luna, come on. Right, onto this really exciting thing that I've been working on, and I think you're going to absolutely love this. So I think, you know, one of the most challenging aspects of landscape photography is pre-visualizing a photo and then processing the image to achieve the desired result that you set out to achieve. And I know this is something that I struggled with in the past, and I know many people that have attended my workshops have said similar things. So I've been working super hard to bridge that gap to help with taking your raw photos and turning them into something that you set out to achieve in the first place. So to help you with this, I've created a platform where you can develop the skills that you need to bridge that gap. So welcome to the newly revamped Photographers Clubhouse, which is a learning community designed to take your landscape photography to the next level. So the club has been running actually since 2020, and we've got over 100 active members already that help one another with inspiration and the community aspect. But I've long been wanting to turn this club into a learning platform, and I'm super proud to announce that I'm finally ready to offer this to you. So let me run through how this can benefit your photography and make this channel more interactive as well. So firstly, there's my Adobe Lightroom Masterclass, which is an online course. Now this 2-hour course is tailored for landscape photographers like you, and it will help you to learn the essentials of Adobe Lightroom to enhance your photos and bring your creative vision to life. Next, we have my follow along editing sessions, and this is super cool. I'm really buzzing about this idea. So every 2 weeks, you'll be able to download a raw photo, which was taken during one of these YouTube videos, and follow along with me in a relaxed educational editing session. So I'll go through the whole process of transforming the pre-visualized raw file into the finished image. And from there, you can make the image your own, perhaps even taking it in a completely different direction. You can even print it if you wish. These sessions are about 30 minutes long and are designed to show you my thought process from capture to the final image. I think one of the great things about this is it's an ongoing program where you can build up the knowledge and the skills over time, which I think is what separates this from other online courses. It also makes my YouTube videos way more interactive as well. And like I mentioned, there's a new session every 2 weeks. Now, you don't have to be a Lightroom user to follow along with these sessions. These videos are more about the journey and the thought process that's involved. So whatever software that you use, you'll still be able to follow along and put your own stamp on these images. And better still, we have an exclusive members forum where you can ask questions to me and other members. You can even share your edits on there too. Now, many members treat the forum as a place to share their own work too. So if you've been on a photography trip, for example, you can share your experience for other members to see, like Graham's post here. Additionally, you can showcase your work in our seasonal members gallery, submit your favourite photos and have your work featured on the website. Plus, we have yearly prizes for the 3 best photos as well. There's also discounts to my products like my ebook on landscape photography as well. So lots going on there behind the scenes. So who is this for? Well, I think it's for photographers striving to refine their landscape photography techniques. I think it's for people who are eager to enhance their editing skills, individuals who want to learn how to pre-visualize a landscape shot and edit it to match their vision. But there's another big one that's really important I just want to elaborate on just for a second, and that's for people who are unable to access diverse landscapes such as coasts or mountains, but still want to master editing photos at these locations. Now, there's obviously many reasons why folk can't get to certain locations, and I realise how difficult this can be. My own mum has been in a wheelchair for around about half of my life, and she's always enjoyed taking photos, but she's obviously restricted to where she can go. So I really want to help people like my mum to be able to see and experience the location and be able to work on the raw files and create a photo that they just otherwise wouldn't be able to create. Now, I know this is no substitute for actually being at that exact location, but if it can help in just a little way, then it would make me super happy. And lastly, I think the Photographers Clubhouse would be great for anyone who would like to join and connect with a group of like-minded photographers like myself. So I hope you'll consider joining the Photographers Clubhouse, because together we can build a community and support each other along the way. Now, there's a special link in the video description that will give the next 200 people a half-price lifetime membership. So please do go and check it out and take advantage of that. It's down there in the description. And I've got loads more plans for the future too, so I think this space is just going to get even better. Anyway, let's catch up with Luna. I think she's gone to her favourite rock pool. But before we catch up with her, here's my favourite 6 images of the year so far, starting with that amazing aurora that we had just a few weeks ago. So before I go, I've got 2 more things that I just want to touch on very, very briefly before I go. So the first one is my photography tours. So if you didn't know, I do photography tours where I take a group of like-minded people out for the day. We work on composition, camera technique, we visit different locations. They're always an absolute blast, always have a great time. The last one we did here in Pembrokeshire was absolutely fantastic. We got some amazing light at the end as well, and such an amazing group of people. I've got 3 tours left this year. I've got a 3-day residential one where we're sharing a nice big house and we're going to visit lots of different locations over 3 days. There's 2 places left on that one. I have a 1-day workshop in southern Snowdonia and one in Waterfall Country in the Brecon Beacons. There's a few places left on those. So if you are interested, please do go and check out the link that's in the video description. And lastly, my free newsletter. So every Thursday at 4 p.m, I send out a newsletter. It lets people know that I've got a new video out, and it gives them a brief description of what's in that video as well, along with a link so you can easily access it. Also, I share a bit of information about the previous week's video. So quite often I'll critique a couple of photos from that video. I'll also share things like location information or anything else that might be helpful as well. So I think there's a ton of value in that. And like I said, it's completely free. There's a link down below where you can sign up. It's completely free. And I'm going to try to improve that as well and give more information and more value in that as well. So I think it's another great thing to jump on if you're interested and keep up to date with all the things that's going on behind the scenes. So I'm working on so many different things at the minute. I'm kind of juggling lots of things, but I'm thoroughly enjoying it. And who knows what the next 6 months will bring. But what I do know, it's an absolute pleasure to have you guys commenting and interacting in the comments section. It really is what drives me forward to create these videos. Anyway, that wraps things up, guys. Please do go and check out the Photographers Clubhouse. The link for that is up there, and there's another video up here should you wish to want to check out another video. Anyway, take care. Hope to see you all again next week.